after today. Natanya needs to be your new favorite artist. A producer, singer, songwriter, dancer, amongst many other things. At its simplest, Natanya is a force to be reckoned with. On today's episode of the Procrastination Radio Show, I got to spend some time with Natanya and reflect on the release of FELINE'S Return Act 2. We got to talk about a lot of things while listening to songs from her past, music that inspired her, that led to amazing stories, and truly, it was amazing getting to nerd out with somebody who knows so much about music. So I hope you enjoy this episode and have as much fun as we did. And please, for the love of all things that are good, check out Natanya's music when you get the chance. Until then, I'll be right here in conversation with Natanya, only on the Procrastination Radio Show. Hello, and welcome back to the Procrastination Radio Show. I am your host, Julian-Esterisk, here with another amazing conversation with another amazing creative. Today is a very special day. Today is a day, if you know me personally, you will be jumping up and down in joy for me. One of my faves, the Daydreamer, the Queen Feline, the voice note legend, one of the most underrated all the way from Kingdoms United, has to be one of the fastest runners of all time because she always be running. Oregon State's princess, Natanya, how are you doing today?
I'm incredible. Thank you so much for having me on the show, Julian. We finally got it together.
Yes, we finally got together. Shout out Ariel, shout out the GOAT. We've been fighting for it to happen, but I am glad it finally did. How are you today? How's life?
I'm incredible. It was sunny for the first time in ages in the UK, and that's the weather's such a big talking point here, kind of like New York. And I've just spent the day sat by the sun out my window trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to level up. That's really been the day.
Cool on. That's fine. I love that. I'm so excited again for this conversation, not only to talk to you about your music and the moments that have made you, but just a little bit about who you are. And I wanted to start that by selfishly talking about one of the first times I found your music. And it is very rare that music shocks me from the first line of a song. But the moment that I heard Angel is a moment I will never forget. And it's going to be the first song I'm going to play here. We're going to talk a little bit about it on the Procrastination Radio Show.
Something special really just happened to me. I know in the morning you'll leave. Nothing could prepare me for the heaven I've seen, but it's just so fleeting you'll leave. And yet you feel like an angel, don't leave. And yet you feel like an angel. You feel like an angel, don't leave. And yet you feel like an angel, don't leave.
It's very funny because I know some artists don't like listening to their music, and I'm so glad that you're dancing with me while listening to this song.
It's a blast.
First question, how do you feel about listening to your music, one? And then I want to get into Angel.
Listening to my music is such a weird experience because I definitely don't look back when it comes to making stuff. I forget about my songs.
Yeah.
So I haven't listened in a long time.
Really?
But it's really cool because you can appreciate the journey. While you're stressing about today's things, you're oh my god, I remember where I was when I made that and look where I am now. So it's also pretty cool. It's the numinous. That's my word for the numinous.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, it's so beautiful because it was a bit ago. It was a couple years ago now that song has been out, And I still remember the song, the video. I feel like the way the internet was at the time felt totally different, and I guess my question for you is, in comparison to now, not necessarily looking back on the making of the song, but I guess where were you at that moment, and how does it feel to in this moment kind of look back at that part of it?
I was in uni at the time. I was juggling like an English degree with the music and, very much living an extremely normal life with no extra constraints. I don't know what my intentions with my life were in general. You can just hear like that someone's having a lot of fun. It sounds like I'm just vibing and I'm releasing a vibe, and I'm so happy that I have that moment recorded for everyone to like hear, or else like what's the point of doing all of this if you don't have that little before moment? So I really appreciate what it gave.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful moment. And again, speaking on moments, we wanted to dive a little bit deep into your life, get a little personal, and find some people that might have something good to share, some nuggets that we thought would be nice for you to hear as well. So we have a special guest on the show today, and a little message,
Oh
and
my
then a question. So we're going to hear that now.
Hi, Natanya. My favorite music moments that we've shared together, I think I have two of them. I think the first one is when you played me Feline's Return Act 2 before it came out when we were on the way to Glasgow. And I still really deeply remembered like the conversation that we were having around the music industry and so on. That particular moment, I was like, this girl's a fucking musical genius, because it felt like a big step up from Feline's Return Act 1, which I thought was a great EP. But I was like, oh my God, she's taking it as soon as I heard Act 2. So thank you for sharing that with me before you shared it with the world. And then my question, okay, if there was one record that you could sample or interpolate and put the Natanya spin on, then what would it be?
Yeah, it's a very special guest. Can you say who that is to you before we get into the answer for that question?
That's my girl Kat. She's incredible. She was one of like the first female DJs I got the honor to like travel and play with, and she was just such a joy to have in the early days of like pushing Feline's Return and doing a lot of these like pop-up shows without much equipment. And yeah, she's just a real ride or die, and my heart is with her, and she's incredible, such a visionary. I'm so grateful that she said that lovely message about me as well. So much appreciated.
Yeah, and then to the production question, I would love to hear what you've been dying to kind of chop up and bring into your world musically.
Oh my god. You know what's crazy? I haven't like chopped something since like 2020. But
Wow.
yeah, because I don't really do that. I've only done it like once.
Interesting.
But if I was to go and chop something up, I really love One Less Bell by, hold on, I'm gonna get the name, because I
Yeah.
The Fifth Dimension, One Less Bell. That's a great song. And there's a bit at the end, like after the breakdown. Yeah, there's a breakdown at the end that I really love and I'm obsessed with. And at the climax of the song, I could definitely do something with. But I don't really chop things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you just kind of go straight to, I guess when you hear something that inspires you, do you try to move as far away from that specific musical movement and then kind of move to what inspired you energetically, or is there kind of still a place for like the sampling interpolation in your musicality?
I've been sampling this time round some stuff that's going to
Yeah.
come out in the future. Like you'll hear like one or two. But I think very much like an arranger. Like I love like Count Basie and like Quincy Jones, and like the Wall of Sound. I think that's like more the way that I approach music, like a Brian Wilson sort of like, how do I pull from all the sounds of the world to like create my world,
Yeah.
I never got taught how to put songs into a sampler on Logic, so I just didn't have that device, but I knew how to do MIDI. That was it.
Yeah.
The fork in the road for me.
That's so funny. And it's so cool because hearing a lot of your influences and hearing them in kind of the pre-interview that you gave to us, kind of seeing all those things made so much sense. And listening to some of your interviews, even now, looking at you with your pen, talking about your pen is always in your mouth, you always have it near you, ready to kind of write these ideas down. And then seeing your love for everything Prince has made so much sense. And very funnily, I was having a conversation in my car with my girlfriend about Prince and Michael Jackson. And I was talking about how there's such a big difference in the way that I hear Prince's music because of the totality of the production and the writing and everything that he is doing on each song. And I feel the exact same way with you because each point of your musicality is so strong and direct and feels so complete. And I want to know for you, like, how did you find some of these like legends that you're naming, like the Brian Wilsons and the Princes, and how has that impacted your kind of musical journey?
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, I grew up in a Moonwalker household. Like, my dad is like my biggest fan in the world. And I thought like I was related to him when I was a child, which I found I wasn't. But I discovered Prince by myself. Like, there was a point in time when I kind of decided I needed to be my own woman, and part of that was genuinely like picking up Purple Rain and listening to it, because that was like a crime in my family. And I was like, I need to just like know what else is out there, you know? And I love Michael and Quincy, and they are so responsible for my career in so many different ways. But I think Prince has added like a completely different level and layer to it, because he really just pushed the boundaries, like I said, while being able to like play inside the rules at the same time. It was a beautiful mix of both. And I think he was very fearless in the way that he approached song creation. Then like the Brian Wilson thing, I'd always heard Beach Boys songs like from the time I was a kid, but I started to kind of like subconsciously, I guess, copy that wall of sound, like vocal stacking technique where they kind of go up high and they croon. And I kept doing it in my songs, and I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I being Beach Boys right now? So I was like, let me watch the biopic. And I just related so heavily to Brian, like the way he sees songs and his relationship with like success and failure and writing and production and trying to top it each time. Like, I felt that pressure, and I just went straight into their catalog and I felt the lyrics. And Pet Sounds is one of my favorite albums now.
Yeah, that's incredible. And we're going to get to a little bit of some Prince. I Would Die For You.
Oh my,
right here on the Procrastination Radio Show.
Yes.
I say this like so much on the show, but this is one of those songs that I'm so curious about the session for.
I know.
Like I'm just like, how do you even start this song?
He must have been lonely in that room, like him by himself.
Yeah, what? Because it's such a shouting song,
right? It's just so like stadium coded.
Yeah, it's such a gigantic sounding song. And then in the middle of it to do the dun, 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 like it just like like the choices are insane.
It's so crazy when you listen to it, because like you can hear Beyonce in it already.
You can that and that's so crazy. I think again that's the beautiful thing about being such a student that I think is like so instrumental to being a good artist. Is like you can hear all of the people who have taken their notes from this song and everything else Prince has done, and for every artist, and then all the people who inspired Prince. And
I was gonna say, you even hear a bit of Michael in that, even though they had their little feud. Like the chicka 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 is so Billie Jean, and I just love that so much.
Yeah, it's like you can't help but be inspired by like great music and like great art, and it's so cool seeing how impactful the music was. And I wanted to play another Prince song that slightly reminded me of your music because of how complete it sounded. This is one of my favorite Prince songs of all time. If I Was Your Girlfriend.
Tell me all of the things you forgot when I was your man. Hey, hey, when I was your man. If I was your best friend, would you let me take care of you and do all the things that only a best friend can? Oh, only best friends can. Help me pick out your clothes before we go out. Not that you're helpless, but sometimes those are the things that being in love's about. If I was your one and only friend, would you run to me if somebody hurt you, even if that somebody was me? Yeah. Sometimes I trip on how happy we could.
It's just I could listen to that song every day and not get tired of it. It's so great, and you can in that one you can hear a lot of like the Childish Gambino influence. Like it's just so. He very sped before anyone knew what that was. What? Yeah, just doing things off a hum, but just like this is how I got to get this off.
Exactly, you know? That little altar boy vibe. Like he's kind of just
before Little Altar Boy.
Yeah, like I don't know, he's just doing so. He's kind of laying the foundations for what became modern, like R&B, modern pop music.
Yeah,
like right there, and he's doing it on his own, and I think that's epic.
Yeah, it's crazy, and for you, because I in that same breath, like in doing the research, there's so many covers of your songs on the internet. There's people learning how to play guitar to them and trying to figure out these things that you by yourself or with other people have put together and created. And like, how does that feel that you have inspired people with the work that you've made?
I feel really honored. I mean, like, it's my dream to leave a legacy behind, and it's just super cool to see it already budding. It's a little bit scary because I don't see myself as being very far along in like what I want to achieve, and I'm like, guys, like chill, like not yet, you know, like the grandma is not the baby. But at the same time, it's also like really cool because I respect that people still respect that in an artist, and they get inspired. I think inspiration is so rare these days. It's just a lot of cool things, but inspiring people is really expensive and hard to come by, you know?
Yeah, I like that. Expensive and hard to come by. Yeah. That next benchmark is the piano tutorial.
Absolutely.
That's when you know. That's when you know it's you're gone. It's done. It's done. So again, kind of in this section of your inspirations, I was very curious about this song because I saw that you said it was a perfect song,
Yeah.
and I want to know a little bit about why you think it is before we get into it. And this is Calfskin Smack. Like,
Oh,
what about what is your criteria for a perfect song that this met and kind of like pushed past the boundary?
okay. I mean, I just say things that make me feel things. Like, I don't even think, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cocteau Twins just know how to choose chords in such a spiritual way. Like, their chords are just incredible. I love Calfskin Smack. I love Pearly Dewdrops Drop. But I think
Yeah.
the way they choose their chords are just crazy. And then you got Elizabeth Fraser, like, she's singing indie music, but she sings with the intensity of, like, Whitney. Like, it's weird and it's
Yeah.
just freaky. It's very uncanny. And I love it. That's why their songs are so perfect.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get into this song. This just feels like a song you would float.
Literally. I don't know. I love how like you can't really tell what they're saying as well because they sing in Gaelic as well. Like it's a mixture of Gaelic and English, and then she's got like she's doing these weird like kind of R&B-ish kind of, like the vocals are not fully like indie. I don't know. You need to listen to like Pearly Dewdrops. Like that is like the best example. But
Yeah.
I also love the fact that like Elizabeth Fraser, the front woman, was like in love with Jeff Buckley. So like she's basically like yearning for Jeff Buckley like on every song, and like you can hear it, like you hear that raw emotion because he was really avoidant, and like their partnership is crazy. Like
you said it perfectly. Sometimes the simplest things of bringing other modes of singing or the timing when you're jumping into a phrase can just shake up everything. And yeah, just listening to that, it's just super visual. Like you just see the colors, you see the space, you can just feel. I don't even know sometimes. Like I feel like sometimes there's like a romance to music
yes,
that I feel like I sometimes get in my head trying to make it make sense. So I'm just like, it just feels good.
yes,
Or it just feels like this. And I'm like, that's all it needs to be. and that's what that is. And I'm pulling up the other song now because I really want to hear it.
You need to.
And I want to hear what you're talking about, and I'm doing it now.
There's like some bright thing going on. I can't explain it, but you'll understand when you hear it.
Okay, we're gonna lock in real quick. Hold on. This is, and I love this. If you have any more songs you need to add to this, let me know.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to mute myself so I don't make any noise when I sing along.
No, you're real. Impromptu performance. Mute everything, just your vocals. Okay. So here we go. Let me know if you can hear this.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is so what?
That could have been like a SWV song, like in Simlish.
You just change the drums, maybe.
Literally.
And then you're good.
That's Coco.
The way she's in that
like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, where did you?
This is a Scottish white woman in the 80s. Like, what the fuck?
Where were you? What were you doing? What were you eating?
Yes, what were you eating?
How'd you get there? What? That is so. Oh my goodness, that is so. This is why I was excited for this. I knew you really care about music.
Of course.
And like, this is the whole point of this, to nerd out and talk our shit about this stuff. That is so interesting, because I think growing up, and I know you share this background a little bit, growing up on like gospel music, you hear a lot of that in R&B. You hear a lot of that in everything else. And I think, very funnily, in a similar way, not being able to listen to music freely and having to literally sneak my radio at night and turn on the radio station and listen to it like this close so my parents couldn't hear me in the other room. Like, it kind of changes the way you listen to music.
Yes.
And you kind of become like a historian, where you kind of have to take these notes of where this comes from and where this comes from and where that comes from. And I know we talked a little bit about those influences, but I wonder for you, kind of, who do you put in that kind of vocal place of like reverence, of performers and people whose technique, because your approach to music, I said it in the beginning, you'd be running in ways I'm like, there was no space for that. How did you make that so amazing in that little tiny pocket you just had? like how did you bend and contort and then finish? Like, your music is so interesting. Like, you hear the song, you have to stop it, try to get that rundown. You're like, okay, no, I gotta start it over. This, huh? So like, when you're singing, I know it probably comes naturally at this point, but who were those vocalists that were like instrumental to getting to where you're at?
I think Michael is the biggest inspiration vocally. Like,
Yeah.
he's a vocal contortionist, and I consider myself to be the same. Like, you're using your voice more as like a device to get the song across rather than like sitting in the song and trying to like take up space and like be a diva, you know? Um, I remember like really enjoying like doing a lot of Whitney Houston karaoke. I know she does like I wanna run to you, like she does stuff like that, and like Amy as well, like big one. And Amy is the queen of weird, like random vocal, like doing bendy things. And then I guess like every kid on YouTube, like back when like Tori Kelly was kind of coming up, we were doing like weak covers and stuff like that by SWV. So that maybe there's a bit of SWV in there, but yeah, like I it's like a mixture of everything I've ever listened to. Even like Hayley Williams, Paramore.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
got like Hallelujah. You know, there's a lot of random things going on in my head, and I just kind of blurt things out. Like the bridge of like Sofa Joy was me, like just wouldn't it be so funny if I did this? Like, and then it's like a
Yeah.
whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've listened to so much music in my life that I think I'm literally like an encyclopedia, and I can't
Yeah.
remember where things specifically come from. Maybe a lot of Aaliyah as well. Like I used to sing a lot of Aaliyah.
Yeah. That makes so much sense. And I wonder for you, I'm curious, I've heard you in some interviews talking about kind of the collaboration process with people, and I want to get into one of my favorite collaborations of yours in a little bit. But I know working with your producer, shout out to Josh, you have to at some point have the conversations of like, where is this going to go?
Yeah.
You know? And so holding all the things you just talked about with your inspirations, how do you kind of get a song from that amazingly open space of I want to put every kind of idea into this to like, this is where it needs to be? And how do those conversations go?
Yeah, well, like, you know, usually when I come into the studio, I know what I want to do with a song, and I'm probably the
Okay.
most annoying person to work with because I can take full control, you know, and I don't take my foot off everyone's necks until like the session's done. But I think like for me, I have this classically trained sort of background, like kind of pounding at the back of my head, telling me like when enough is enough. And I'm actually very scared of going overboard because when I was younger, my first few beats were very dense, and I would take them round. I didn't even realize I was shopping them. I was kind of fighting for the right to be able to produce my own music because that was very rare for girls back in the day.
Yeah.
And I would show it to like early managers or like other producers that they'd send me to sessions to, and they'd be like, "This is not a song. Like it's too heavy. Like there's too much going on." Execs. So like I kind of developed this chip on my shoulder, and I was like, okay, any song I make needs to have just enough, you know? So I'm very meticulous about how I slot these things in, and if it feels like it's getting too much, I will press the stop button. Like that is my vibe as a producer, 100%.
Yeah. No, that's an amazing place to be. It's, especially creating the music that you do. It makes sense that you would have to be so specific about it. Because it is so unique to you, you know, and making sure that it doesn't feel other, like it just feels you, like it, that, and it's, everything has turned out so amazingly. And I want to hear about this one specific song, and the video was perfection as well. But this song that you did with Unflirt, talk to me a little bit about that process and the collaboration. And then we're going to get into the song a little bit.
Oh my goodness. This song was so special to me because it was like going out with someone at the time when I wrote it. And I'm so slow to like open up emotionally, but when I do, like I'm really there. And I was so there in the thing, and he's kind of like, oh, like I want to be out till like 5 a.m. and like you're like stopping me from living my life. And I was going through such a hard time that year in 2024, and I think my way of expressing my emotions is through writing songs. Sometimes it helps me say things I really can't articulate with my mouth, you know. And I was in the shower, and I literally just like heard these chords, and I was just literally shouting like, "Don't go away, we had such fun this summer." And it's true, like he was one of my best friends in college, and like we got together right after college finished. And I was like, this is my little song. Like, and I was dealing with that sort of experience of loving someone so much that you do things that make you look so stupid, but you don't mind at the time because you think it's so worth it. And that was how I felt. And, Unflirt at the time was seeing a guy in a different country, and like they are still so in love. And she really related to that feeling as well. And we have really similar voices. So I was like, hey, like, what if we just get together and do this? And she wrote the most beautiful second verse. And yeah, we just had this queen out.
Yeah, y'all did that.
Yeah.
The excitement that came on my face just to, like you said, to see two people who have such amazing bodies of work come together and do exactly what I thought was going to happen, and just devour the song was so amazing. And we're going to get into this song today on the Procrastination Radio Show.
Don't go away, we had such fun this summer. We went from friends to lovers in the dark, lonely night. And don't go away now, it was so fun this summer. We went from friends to lovers, will you stay by my side? Now I'll be a fool even though it's not easy. You know that you need me. Now I'll be a fool even though it's not easy. You know that you need me. Don't go away, we had such fun this summer. And don't go away, will you stay by my side? And don't go away now, it was so fun this summer. And don't go away, will you stay by my side? Don't go away, no I don't want no other. If I don't want to discover or retry. There's no other way now, cause I keep loving you summer till the world gives another sweet nut to try. I'll be your fool even though it's not easy. Know that you need me. I'll be your fool even though it's not easy. You know that you need me. Don't go away, we had such fun this summer. And don't go away, will you stay by my side? And don't go away now, it was so fun this summer. Don't go away, will you stay by my side? Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm not perfect, baby. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect, baby. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect, baby.
This is a beautiful song,
Thank you very much.
and it is a perfectly constructed duet.
Oh my god, God.
And I think those are hard to do. I've been hearing some of the duets coming out, and this is no shade to anybody,
people.
but general people, unnamed people. But I think one of the best parts of a duet is the part where y'all both just go crazy and have fun after all the verses are done.
Yes. Yes, it's
That-
very, very true. That's missing.
It's missing. It's like I need a duet to be at least 3 minutes. Like don't give me a little bit and then go away to No More Town.
Exactly.
I want the little like, ooh, okay, they were having a good time.
Yes.
Everybody, you know.
You got to give them that feeling that you're in the studio at the same time, even if you might not have been.
Yeah, and then you did the pump fake where it's like, oh, okay, the song's like, no, okay, we're back, we're back. I thought, and we're good. No, I so love this project. It was one of my favorite projects of last year. I remember I did an interview with one of my friends from down here, and we were just speaking so highly of like all the elements of this project. And I want to know for you, what felt different this go around on Act 2, and why keep it inside of the kind of umbrella of this era? I know you were on Twitter saying the era is done, but what does that era kind of thematically mean to you, and how did it feel to kind of complete it in this way?
Well, it was like me in my Back in Blood vibe, like, you know, comeback season. I just felt I had to really do it. If I was going to try again, I like had to do it properly and be tight and, you know, not slack anymore, because all my life, like, I've always been the kid that has so much potential if you just focus. And I was like, this is not your time to have so much potential. It's time to realize that, you know? So I took it really seriously, and that's why I named it Feline's Return. I was like, I am Feline. I'm going to return. And then, like, splitting it into 2 was just because I knew that, like, I wanted as many people to listen to it as possible. Like, I didn't want it to be 12 songs out to the world and then go to flop season. I wanted everybody to know who was screaming out of Northwest London. And I think Act 2 is so special because it's actually, like, it came before and after Act 1. Like, On Your Time and Meeting You Once were already done before I even existed. And that was when I was at my most confident. I remember, like, going into the studio making those, feeling like I was a boss. Like, I really thought no one could tell me anything. And then I had a really tough summer, and my confidence got broken in so many different ways. And that was right after when I started to make a lot of Act 1. And you can kind of hear that, like, I am still in there, but I'm kind of feeling a bit nervous. Like, I feel like everyone's watching and I don't want to make the wrong choice or be too weird, you know? It's still got some of the creativity, but I think On Your Time and Meeting You Once, they really warp and bend things in a way that, like, is very childlike. So they kind of led Act 2, but then the other interesting thing is, like, Sophia Joy and Jezebel were both half started before Act 1 and then finished off after. And, like, I kind of reached a point after touring and meeting some of the fans where I'd gotten back a little bit of my confidence again. And like, all the bridges just have that, you know, that max factor, because I was like, actually, I can do my job, you know? And, like, Jezebel kind of goes crazy right at the end, and Sophia Joy, like, the ending is the moment and the second verse, and, you know, it's just such a joy to see people receive that, because that is my rawest expression. That's me trying to really be myself on the track as much as possible. And obviously Your Fall is she's just slay queen, you know? I can't even say anything about her. She just is who she is. She's just a legend, and people should appreciate her more.
Exactly. They should be talking about it and getting tattoos.
Exactly.
The entire lyric sheet. And I kind of got confused as to why they haven't already. But the same exact praises go to Jezebel. We're going to get into a little bit of that right here.
Jezebel, how was your day?
And see, I can't do the traditional wheel up on here. But if I could, it would happen right here. I gotta run it back, because how you started a song like that? That's I'm not even being dramatic. The first time I heard that, I said, "What are you talking about?"
Jezebel, guys,
what?
Jezebel. Shake it up and give it to me. Jezebel, take a shower. future, baby, you can be a star. Baby, you can have the bar. You're looking good, no cooking in the kitchen. Girl, you taste like independence. Makes you wanna spend a day with Jezebel. Heard you sang inside the lounge, I get it. Ooh, you're such a star. Just dance and play your part. Don't hear me crying in the middle of the night. Just take the golden knife. I wish I had your love. Take a smile for the memory of nothing left. Kiss it down, shake it up and get it to me. Jezebel, take a shower in the water of your dreams. Kiss it down, shake it, make it pretty for me. In the city, hot from Papa, she don't wanna go home no more. Jezebel, take a shower in the water of your dreams. Kiss it down, shake it, make it pretty for me. I'ma show you that I got what it takes for your trust. I can wait for your trust. I'ma take away my seat at the table now. I don't wait for your trust. I'ma show you that I got what it takes for your trust. I can wait for your trust. I'ma take away my seat at the table now. I don't wait for your trust. Face the world, run them up, freak out, get attached, get you down, lose your friends. What I'm talking about, Jezebel, face the world, run them up, freak out.
Yeah. For the audio listeners, at a certain point in the song, my hands went up
Yeah.
and I did not know what to do about anything else. You know, and you get me. You feel me?
Of course.
Exactly. What does it feel like to have a song like that?
Oh my god. It's sometimes I listen to Jezebel and I ask myself, like, how did you make that? I don't know how I made it. No clue how I'm gonna make something like that again. That feels like a magnum opus, guys. I hate to say it, but it just came too early because what the hell? If I was Madonna, like, that would have taken my career to the next level.
That is a perfect song. It is a perfect song. There's so much happening. Like, they are going to build schools around that song.
Oh my god.
Like it's just crazy. It is just crazy. And again, really quickly, as we come to a close on this listening party celebration that I'm having the best time with, I wanted to play a song that it gets a similar feeling going for you before we get into another segment on the show.
Oh my god.
Someone needs to rap off the top. Yeah.
You're standing at the door, I'm falling to the floor. You look even better than you did before. I'm staring at my feet, wondering if I can do this. It's been a while, but I couldn't forget you. Just a little look has got me feeling things. Just a little touch has got me seeing things. Just a little taste has got me off the chain, doing things that I don't want to. Do it like you do it to me. I'm burning
Like, wow, guys.
Like,
that song makes me want to write songs. Like, it reminds me how easy it is to write a good ass song. Like, sometimes you forget. You get, like, that's the sort of song I want to listen to get out of a writer's block. Because, like, wow. Don't you know how much I want you? Crazy. Like, she went off. Her, Timbaland, and Danger, like, were in the studio, like, bumping coochies. They were going crazy.
They were making the most
incredible
amazing
music.
Like, what? Like, the progression is so... It's like... and it's also funny in the same way you say, like, it gets you... It could get you out of a writing block. Like, it's also a reminder of, like, the simplest progression.
Exactly.
The simplest change.
Do. Bum, bum. Like, guys...
do the most damage ever. Like...
and can I also say, like, she is kind of a Prince descendant. Like, that is so Prince.
100%.
I think that song is, like, responsible for the next 2 years of Natanya.
Where? See? You heard it here first.
Yeah. That's a warning.
and I know, and I'm gonna cry when you and Nelly have your joint album together.
Oh my god, yeah, she needs to like tell me secrets. I really want to meet her and like her like warn me, like just warn me about anything, like warn me.
Yeah,
like you know, like older people just sit you down, like don't let them. I wanted to tell me don't let them something, like you know what I mean? Because like she's just the goat. I look up to her so much. She's the original nerdy hot girl, like just so good. Showtime is another banger.
Yes.
Showtime.
Yes.
Our love's coming out.
She's another person that like makes a choice and it's like, how did you think of
why?
This?
She's so
why did you
like she's got the club and Mr. McGorham's Wonder Emporium at the same time.
Yeah. It's like how did you balance this? How'd you do it?
I think also, it's she's
Jezebel Do It is a great double feature.
Oh wait, repeat yourself. Sorry.
Like it's a great going from
Jezebel to Do It. Yes.
That was a great energetic, just like pulse of moment.
Turn it down and turn it up.
Exactly. Do everything you need to. This has been an incredible session. This has been so fun getting to nerd out with you. We are at one of my favorite sections of the show. It's called Who Art Thou, presented by Memory Archives. I'm going to ask you two very poignant questions because you made a point to mention that you love talking about movies. And so I have two questions from this amazing card game here that I'm going to ask you based around movies and film. And the first one is for you to name a movie you enjoyed but have no desire to watch again.
Mr. McGorham's Wonder Emporium. Like, it's one of the best movies ever made. I feel it so deep in my soul. I don't think I could watch it again. Like, I think it's just shrouded in my childhood nostalgia, but I always go back to it in my mind.
Yeah.
A lot of Disney movies as well. Ratatouille, I don't really want to watch that again, but, like, I feel it, you know? Yeah. And sing the first time, like, by heart.
By heart, yeah. It did what it had to do.
You know? Like, Le Rêves des Amoureux, like, tell me about it. I want to see
it.
But in my memories, though, I don't want to watch it on TV right now.
Right. Is it like you don't want it to not be what it was, or you're just like it's okay?
I just think it was a real journey. Like I got taken on a journey the first time I watched Ratatouille, and I don't need to go on it again. But I'm grateful for what it taught me.
Yeah.
That's how I
don't repeat unnecessary journeys. Yeah.
Right? Don't repeat unnecessary journeys.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so next one. In your opinion, what defines a good movie or TV show, and what is the significance of storytelling through film and TV?
This is really hard for me because I'm such a hater, but I love I love all movies. Like I hate on everything but movies. Like my letterbox
Yeah.
gives 5 stars to every single film, even if it gets bad. Like it's crazy. But you know, I think what makes a good movie is the lesson. Like people need to leave that cinema feeling like they have upgraded themselves. Like I saw one of Beyonce's BTS videos, and she was like, "I wrote Freakum Dress for the women that need to find that dress at the back of their closet when their man stops paying attention to them." And it's so true. When you hear it, you're like, it's such an like you're like, I don't care about men right now. I'm that girl, you know.
Yeah.
And a movie needs to make you feel like you have developed in some sort of way because of it. That's what makes a really good film. And the films that don't have that, in my opinion, like they're so forgettable.
Yeah.
Those are the films I do hate. I'm not going to name which ones, but like when they don't teach you a lesson, because you can even get a lesson from a Marvel movie, you know?
Yeah. You can find something. So that is saying a lot.
Big time. So you better be teaching people lessons, guys.
A little something. What's a recent movie that taught you something?
What was the recent movie that taught me something? I have a really bad short-term memory, so I have to go on my letterbox now. But like,
Whole
time I write 5-paragraph reviews on everything, and I forget what I just watched. I mean, I think Wuthering Heights taught me about Jacob Elordi's really good looking, but I think Marie Antoinette taught me, like the film version, taught me to like have experiences. Like it's cool sometimes to have reckless abandon in your life.
Yeah.
Or else you won't have that montage of your own to look back on.
Yeah.
I guess Marty Supreme taught me a little bit about like hustle culture, and it's a reminder that like at the end, like when you finally fall off that cliff, the only people left will be the people that genuinely love you and care about you. So you better not do them wrong. Yeah, some poignant lessons in that one.
Yeah, they need to give you a show.
Really?
Where you break down the lessons of all of these movies.
I could go
and then
there.
I'm scared for the one movie that doesn't do anything for you.
Oh my god, I would never say it, but like I would think it. I think hard. I write it in my diary, maybe, or in my.
You'll see it in your eyebrows will go like this, and they're like,
yeah,
that wasn't the one.
My Twitter burner is going off like, but I haven't seen a movie I don't like yet. Like, it needs to be something everyone else is hyping, and that's really been difficult for me because I love things people hype, and I love things that people hate on. So I have to find something that I don't love.
Yeah. That balance, the duality.
Exactly.
But yeah, your music is amazing. I have loved getting to know you more as a person because it just colors everything in so much better. And as we close, we're gonna end with meeting you once, but I want to know what people can look forward to from you. I know that's like the cliche way to say it, but I think from what you said in this conversation, there is so much to look forward to. And I'm excited to see what your music feels like and looks like in this new space for you. But what are you excited for? I'm
excited for the music that's about to come out because it's going to defy everyone's expectations of what I'm capable of. And it will teach people a lot about what girls can do. And I think it's going to finally put a Natanya-shaped stamp on everyone's perception rather than like, oh, this sounds like it's going to be just like me. And I think people are going to understand like that she's our mother, you know?
Yeah. Retroactive active birth.
Absolutely. I'm going to give
all the family photos are going to be there.
Exactly. I think it's going to be a crowning tape, and I'm very excited for that 12-year-old to hear it and be like, oh my god, like,
what is this? How do I get into this?
Yeah, they could even be from Atlanta though, so maybe not like the what is this?
Yeah,
I'm from Atlanta. What is this?
Every accent is going to be touched by the music.
Yes.
That is the beautiful part of this.
For real. Like I really can't wait. It's I've been listening to a lot of iconic classic albums to prepare for it. And I think I've done something.
Yeah, you've done it, and we are not ready for it.
I can't wait for you to.
Everybody should. I'm.
I'm willing and able, literally.
Hey,
Guy.
throw it past me. Hey, I'll grab it. Hey, no. Again, this was amazing. We're gonna end this with one of my favorite songs. Funnily, subtitle "The End." Not the end of that project,
No.
which is funny.
The-
I kind of like that happened. But here we are with "Meeting You Once."
Meeting you once felt like the sun shone down a road that later would burn. How was I to know that you were so bold that I couldn't go, and that there was no maybe, no maybe, no maybe, no maybe. You were so shameless, I can't change it. You're so shameless, you're so shameless. Now it's the end, and we're falling. Look at the show, look at the hole. Now it's the end, and we're falling. Look at the show, and look at the hole. I'm a manic guy, we're careless tonight, and whenever he stays, it scares my dream away. And he whispers my name, he calms the fire. There's nothing really like that. And if there was no maybe, no maybe, no maybe, no maybe, and I'd rather be shameless, I can't change it, but I'll keep chasing your heartbreaker. Now it's the end, and we're falling. Look at the show, look at the hole. Now it's the end, and we're falling. Look at the show, and look at the hole. Now it's the end, and we're falling. Look at the show, look at the hole. Now it's the end, and we're falling. Look at the show, look at the hole. I'm a single lady in the club and I wanna know if you can get it on tonight. I'm a single lady in the club, lost on check, cross my heart and hope to die. I'm a single lady in the club and I wanna know if you can get it on tonight. I'm a single lady in the club, lost on check, cross my heart and hope to die.
I think I understand what the next air is gonna be. You're gonna be rapping. I should have known better.
We'll see. We'll see. We will just see.
He said, yeah, let's not talk about that. We're just gonna figure it out. No, but thank you so much again. I'm so glad this happened. I'm so glad that we got to listen to some of the music that has made you, talk about some of the artists that have helped you move to creating such a specific sound and such a specific like time in music. And I'm so excited to see where like the rest of your career takes you. It's been so impactful, the music, like genuinely. There's so many people like in Florida and Miami who have like spoken about you and spoken very highly of you. So need that Miami tour soon. At some point we're gonna get to it. But yeah, thank you so much. If there's not any last words you want to give or warnings or signs of something, I don't know.
My last word for this incredible listening party that we just had is prepare.
Mm. 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 I'm kind of scared for people listening to that last part because it just sounds like I got wounded, but that's a sound of just anticipation. Thank you again. Hope everybody listening to this had an amazing time. Check out everything Natanya has ever put out and prepare yourself emotionally, financially, physically, mentally, and any other ly ending word for what is to come. Thank you. Peace.
Thank you.